First thing, it was like after we checked in, hubby and I, we chilled for a little bit, and then we were like,
try to make another baby and stuff.
No.
Oh no, okay. You guys remember how you made the baby?
Yes.
What day was it? Hey yo.
Let me tell you, son. Yeah. So,
How'd you find out? Also, no. Before we get that to how you found out you're pregnant, what position was it?
hey, wait, nah.
She's just an all-round amazing person. She's got 3 million followers on Instagram. Let's just take a sip on that. Because the people also want to know. They send some messages, some questions rather, on Instagram. And they're quite juicy if you ask me. I'm like, hey, yo.
Oh, really? You are a saucy man. So I'm a little nervous about where this is going.
I heard her and Pretty Ugly have an open relationship. Do I stand a chance with Pretty?
So it was quite spontaneous.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I've done in my life are spontaneous. This
Such as
piercing
what?
This piercing was
Piercing.
spontaneous. Tattoos, it can be very
Strip
like...
clubs.
You know what I'm saying? You get it?
Hey.
You get it?
Hey.
You get it? You know what's crazy? When we started dating, I felt like he was completely out of my league. I felt like, this
Shout
man,
out Pretty.
I don't even know. Like,
That nigga's still out of your league though. That nigga's still out of your league though.
Ew! Podcast is over. Thank you so much for watching.
A giant, humongous thank you goes out to our sponsors, McEric Winery. You guys are amazing. They have a wide range of wines, but on this episode, we'll be drinking this bad boy, Infinity Red Blend. It's a blend of Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Shiraz. It's got blackcurrant, raspberry, and plum aromas supported by hints of vanilla and spice. The overall balance between these 3 varietals offers a balanced combination of both fruit flavors from Cabernet Sauvignon and Shiraz, with Merlot adding a layer of smoothness, making it a wine that is both approachable and age-worthy. All right, in case you're wondering, what could I possibly serve this wine with, Tkay? Well, don't you worry about it. Because of its diverse profile, Infinity Red Blend can be served with roast chicken and vegetables, grilled steak, lamb dishes, beef stew, hard cheeses, mushroom, risotto. And if you want to go grab a bottle or two for you and your friends and whoever, you can get a bottle of Infinity Red Blend at any Cephalana liquor store, any Pick and Pay liquor store, and any Forbes liquor store. Don't say I didn't tell you. You go get yourself a bottle of Infinity Red Blend. Thank you very much going out to them for sponsoring this episode. You guys are amazing. Oh. There's an event tomorrow. It's a wine tasting event dropping tomorrow at the National Museum from 12 p.m. till 4 p.m. And then the rest of the program goes way into the night. Get yourself a ticket for only 250 pula and come and have a great time and tasting some of this fantastic and delicious wine. All right, Gap City, B-Dub, Africa, the rest of the world, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of the Juice 2.0. I appreciate you so much for stopping by. Could have been anywhere in the world, but hey, you decided to chill with me, and I appreciate that bottom of my heart, deep down somewhere in my bones. Returning subscriber, hey, you're part of my heart, man. The very, very biggest part of my heart. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click subscribe. Let the family grow. Today, we're coming to you all the way from ICON Barbershop right here in Airport Junction, next to F&B, next to the casino upstairs. So you want to come look clean, get a fresh haircut. Ladies, you know what you want at a barbershop, at a salon. Come over here and get it all. Today's episode is also brought to you by my good friends at McEric Winery for the red blend. And it's a lot of stuff going on at McEric Winery. I'm going to be letting you know on all of that. So this episode is crazy because, sheesh, I don't know when I started hitting them up like, yo, man, I hear you guys are coming to the Forbes Under 30 Summit in B-Dub in Gap City. You guys are going to be blessing us. Would you mind? Would it be like too much to like stop by and say what's up to the Juicies? And I was so shocked, man, like you B-Dub celebrities that if we hit you up, you take 9 years to come back to us. And then there are other, okay, not too much. But I was just really shocked at how very quickly the response came and how quickly and how they show that they wanted to be part of this show as well. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm super grateful for this person who's sitting next to me, opposite me rather, for an hour of conversation. She's a dancer, choreographer of note, extraordinary, really. She's a singer. I didn't know about that. She's also a model. I'm like, what? Naomi Campbell, what? Or whatever. She's also an actress, award-winning actress. Did you know? Oh, you're going to find out. But she's a lot of things. She's also a mother. She's a wife. She's just an all-round amazing person. She's got 3 million followers on Instagram. Let's just take a sip on that. She's got 3 million followers on Instagram. Let's just take another one on that.
About to clock 4.
About to clock 4?
Oh, yeah. 3.9. But I mean,
she's there.
Who's counting?
Who's checking? Ladies and gentlemen, I need you to put your hands together for the very talented, the very sensational, the wonderful Bontle Modiselle!
And the crowd goes wild.
And the crowd goes wild. Will you marry me? But no, you're already. Yeah, it's gone.
It's done.
Yeah.
It happened.
I mean.
It was ordained 15 years ago.
Wishes and wishes and wishes. How you doing, sis?
Amazing, bro. How are you?
I'm great. So first of all, thank you so much for, responding.
Do people not respond to you? It's a madness.
It's crazy.
It's a madness. I am judging those who do not respond to you.
So when you responded, I was like, oh my God, what? This is happening? So thank you very much for doing that. Why do you do that? Why do you respond compared to a lot of people that don't for whatever reasons? But to you and according to you, why such quickness, such a response?
I guess it just speaks true to the nature of my work and just how I am.
Right.
I respect my time. I respect the people that I connect with.
Right.
The greatest currency is time, right? So for you to even think that I'm worthy of the invitation of being on your space, because it's equally an important endeavor, I think, for both of us.
Yeah.
You know, so one for you to extend the invitation and for me to accept it.
That's crazy.
So it's an honor on both sides. Yeah. And so I see it that way. So I'm grateful to you. So thank you so much. And
appreciate it.
I couldn't have had it any other way, but true to the nature of how I work, efficiency is key. Professionalism is key.
Yeah.
And just generally as a person, I just feel like it's the best way to show up for people and for yourself.
I love that. Welcome to Botswana.
Thank you very much.
Hey, welcome to Botswana.
Thank you. Yes, first time.
First? I was about to ask if it's your first time.
Yeah. First time.
Wow. Describe to me the feeling, the experience so far for your first time. You know, first cut is the deepest, right?
First cut is the deepest, but it's a soft landing.
Yes.
Okay? Because it feels like home. Like it really does. It feels like the Northwest. It feels like Wiiingz. It feels so familiar. So even driving around, leaving the airport, it's just like, even when you're landing, you're just like, no, man.
Right.
You feel like, no.
It's just another province, right?
Yeah, it's just another province. It feels like, and Habi was saying it feels like the 10th province.
Oh,
you know, to SA. So
at least you
familiarity is great.
Right. You put it better than my brother Primo 9. When he came here, he's
what did Primo say?
Primo's just like, I'm just at extension 2 of South Africa. Extension 2. I'm like, hey, yo, Primo.
That's extension 2.
Extension 2, you know what I mean? But it just goes to what you're saying. Like, it feels like home. Yeah. How about the people? Tell me about the people.
People are great.
Right?
Such a warm embrace. And I think, of course, you know, people would say, okay, maybe because people know who we are. But I think just generally, even seeing other people engage with other people who are not us, if you're observant and you take the time to pay attention, you'll get to see that the nature of people is just to be hospitable and warm and accommodating.
Right.
So it's not even about being a known person. It's just about people embracing people. So it's been so dope.
That's dope.
And I'm in great company, you know? So,
of course. Oh, you're talking about hubs, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. We're just getting started, Bontle.
No, but everyone else outside of, like, I'm talking about the people here in Gavs.
I joke.
You know, I've been spending, I mean, we'll probably get into the chat.
Trust me. It's a whole lot of hubs that's going to come up tonight because the people also want to know. They send some messages, some questions rather, on Instagram. And they're quite juicy if you ask me. I'm like, hey, yo.
Oh, really? You are a saucy man. So I'm a little nervous about where this is going.
We'll find out. We'll try to take it easy on you. You know what I mean? But you're also here for Forbes Under 30 Summit. Yeah. I'm really interested to know how that came about. And just tell the people what you're here and be up to do.
So as a friend, I would say, to Forbes. So last year was the first time I got to connect with Forbes. And they had reached out to Bontle Modiselle Dance Studios and said, look, we want you guys to open up the summit. Now, can you imagine setting the tone and saying, we need you guys to put together a beautiful dance performance. And I should have been around. Yeah. But there were issues with my passport, this, that, and the fifth. But this time around, they were like, okay, we need you to come, but come and be a speaker. Ooh. So I was like, okay.
That's kind of, like, levels.
It's levels. But be a part of a conversation, be one of the panelists, and we're going to talk about what it looks like to be a new entrepreneur, especially on the African landscape. And to be acknowledged as such is fantastic. Right. But also just to speak on it, especially in the work of dance, because that's where people know me predominantly. But just generally, just how I marry the world of my professional world, creativity, personal life, and marry it on social media and technology. So very fun.
They couldn't have chosen a better person to be part of that panel.
Thank
really,
you.
Because I had one problem though. I had one problem with the description. Forgive me, but is it true that you're an evolving artist? I thought that you're not evolving at this moment. You've actually kind of, no? Yes?
Ever evolving. I don't stop.
Right, of course.
And so even having given myself the term, so it really came from myself, and I call myself an evolving artist, which really comes from the fact that I want to give myself the permission to be and do whatever I want and whoever I want to be at any point in my life. So if I decide that at 50, I want to become a chef, it shouldn't surprise anybody. It may come as a surprise, but to me, cooking could be a love of mine, but I've just never explored it as a career path or any level of expression. So it's just allowing myself to be that person at any point.
It's crazy that you bring up an example of you at 50 deciding to be a chef. Mzansi didn't take it very slowly and softly with Pearl to being a DJ at 40.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, what's up with people? Like, can't people just decide to do... What did you make of that, though?
I loved it. I loved her taking that decision. Yeah. Which is completely is a result of giving herself the permission to. Now, I understand as someone who has grown up in the spotlight, we've known her since she was really, really young.
For sure.
So the spotlight is not an unfamiliar space to her. And she's had a constant rebuttal with the public. There's a constant back and forth where people have an opinion on who she is and how she needs to be and whether she's palatable or not. And it's just like, it's neither here nor there. Right. But if you're the type of person who doesn't succumb to the pressure of the terms and conditions that people place on you, and then you decide, oh, nah, what I want actually takes precedence, and being courageous enough to do that, to take the time to learn.
Especially time.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's just a clear example of someone not being afraid to be a student of life, because ultimately that's what it is.
And a lot of people are scared to do that, right?
100%.
Especially what you said about giving yourself permission. Like,
come on.
Like, come on, man.
But you're also not here to be the same person. You need to change.
Evolve.
You need to evolve. You need to grow. And so, especially as someone who has reached the heights and the goals that she has, I can imagine she has other interests.
Of course.
I imagine she wants to scare herself a little and get a little uncomfortable, but also achieve something else. So she needs to let that happen for herself. And it's not even about us.
It's about her.
It's about her. We're just spectators.
Yeah, everyone else can type, be keyboard masters, and
that's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool. But Forbes, opening ceremony, welcoming ceremony yesterday. Describe that for me. How was it?
That was so much fun.
Yeah.
So we were out at, what is it?
The main mall.
The main mall.
Yeah.
You know, I was surprised at the setup. I was just like, oh, okay, so it's a whole concert experience. Oh, it's a whole thing. So even as we're pulling up, I think ATI was on stage. So I was just like, this is
shout
so
out,
fun.
shout out.
Right?
Yeah. Did you know him before yesterday?
Yes. So ATI I've always found a very interesting character and person.
Yeah.
Like, okay, you're very different, but we love that.
Right.
And the fact that he makes incredible music, it's just like, it's
cherry on top.
It's just a cherry on top.
Yeah.
So ATI was on stage. Soon after that, I think Durban Koko rocked the stage, and that was dope. So while Durban Koko's on the stage, I mean, you will not dare stand still. You will not dare not respond.
What are we doing?
So I took it upon myself. I mean, I was with April Gates. Now, if you know who April is, I mean, let's not play around.
Hey. What's going on, girl?
She's sitting. She's in the space and in the vicinity.
Yeah. Shout out April.
And we were all together, you know, Matt, myself, hubby.
Yeah.
And we were out there. But I was with April and we were talking about, okay, so are we going to go on stage? I wanted to go on stage with her. I was trying to convince her.
Right.
But I was just like, ugh, okay, it's fine. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I was rocking these heels. Okay.
Ooh.
And I was like, nah, these heels got to get off. And
You took them off?
Yeah. Straps down.
Very on brand.
Yeah, staging. Hi. Ran onto the stage. A moment popped up. And I think the thing is, it's like, you're in Gabs, you know? There's an amazing moment. These are amazing people.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's been so much love since I've been here.
Right.
So why not share a moment or create a moment or have a moment that people can appreciate? And
I
that's
love
what
that.
it was. That
And
was
I
so
think
fun.
a lot of people, especially Botswana, expected that kind of vibe from you.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing, but we'll talk about that as well. You and April and then Pete had a training session.
We did.
Right before the opening ceremony.
Yes,
How was
yes.
that for you?
First thing, it was like after we checked in, Abby and I, we chilled for a little bit. And then we were like,
Try to make another baby and stuff.
No.
Oh, no. Okay.
No.
I mean, hey.
Woman, she.
No.
No. But we had a list of things that we were trying to achieve.
Right.
You know, yes, to show up for Forbes, but it's like, what else can we do? First on the agenda was the dance experience.
Right.
And I think for me, it was just like, how do we, on the ground, in real time, get to experience what the dance culture is? So having spoken to April and her management team, a one-man show or a two-man show with both of them together, or one-woman show.
Yeah.
Put something together literally overnight. Put the flyer out like in the morning or the night before, like very late.
Right.
A few hours. It was a full house.
Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah.
The embrace was gorgeous. The connection between all of us was beautiful. And it really just solidified the fact that we're in real time going to have more of these connections. For
I
sure.
saw one of the videos they posted. It was you and Tabz walking into the building, right? Into the room where the whole thing was happening.
Yeah.
And you literally took a minute or two. Hi, Damela, yeah, shop. Broke into dance.
Yeah.
Right after.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that? What is second nature? What is it about you that says, I'm going to go on that stage, take off my heels right now, we're doing it. Step into a room, say hi for 2 seconds, we're doing it. What's going on, B?
I dance even without the music.
Yeah?
It's my life, it's my breath, it's what I do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a room with people who do this, who share the same kind of love, I'm going to resonate and connect with that. And we're going to speak the same language. But I love it. And it's just more often than not. And I think as well, and Happy can really like attest to this.
Yeah.
Growing up, I would overthink a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the confidence to be able to show up the way that I do. And oftentimes, I'm responding to a feeling that's just like, go for it. Previously, before I would even respond to that kind of push, I would push back and, you know, just overthink a situation and just not do it because I felt, no, it's not my place. Or, I don't even think I'm that good. I'm not enough. I'm not even talented. No, I'm just going to, which is a part of, you know, playing small and dimming your light and this, that, and the fifth. But I wasn't always that type of person, but I think because I've grown in an honest confidence and not a performative confidence.
That separation is important.
It's so you can perform confidence. It's so easy for you to put it on, but for you to honestly show up for it in a very authentic way.
There's a comfort and a peace in there, right?
Yeah. Which is also not point proving because I'm not proving any point to anybody. I'm just being.
Good luck with the people on looking, right?
Yeah, good luck.
It's always like, aye.
Yeah. You can say, you can have your opinion. Yeah, no, she's good, she's not good. And it's neither here nor there. My life is a testament of something different that is ordained. And I've been called to a higher and a different purpose. And me and my God, we good. Everybody else,
they can go, you know. So, dance started roughly 2006, 2007? Yeah?
Yeah.
That person, could they have ever imagined wildly ever that they would be at a Forbes Under 30 summit, being a speaker, being a dancer, not at all?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think the dream of wanting to dance for the rest of my life was always there from when I was a kid.
Okay.
But again, I was the type of girl who didn't really have the confidence for it. Neither did I have the terminology. But I would aspire and see people who were on stage and who were performers. And I was like, man, I want to do that.
I want to do that. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think my first points of reference when I was a kid was Boom Shaka, was a Janet Jackson, a Michael Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
And you continue to go and you're just like, I don't know what that is. Now, for me, it was like, it was not necessarily about singing, but it was about being on stage performing and being an artist.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I really wanted to do that. And yeah, Ash, what was the question?
Did you ever imagine this would happen? Yeah.
No, not to this degree. No. But I think as well, as and this is where humility can be a gift and a curse.
Right.
The gift is you're able to see people as they are and treat them with respect and honor things and time and commitments with the respect. Mm-hmm. But sometimes what it does is it makes you accept what is the minimum and not strive for more or not have more. Or at least that's how I related to it.
Right.
And I think because, I grew up in a matriarch home, a woman-led home. My mother, raised us since my dad passed on in 97.
I heard about that.
Yeah. So I saw my mom do the max, the most. Everything with very little. And so for me, if I could achieve even a fraction or a quarter of what my mom was able to do, I felt like I nailed it. Yeah. And I just felt like it wasn't my place to want more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's
a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
People call it being prideful when you start wanting more.
Yeah. And I didn't want that.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. So my dreams were, if I can dance with that artist, that was it.
That'd be it, yeah.
If I can get on that stage just one time, that would be it.
Kanti. There's a God ordained path.
100%.
Jesus, Forbes, 100%. Man.
100%. And, I was saying this earlier on, it's very easy as a dancer to be able to hit the ceiling.
Right.
Particularly in the commercial space. I mean, there's various spaces that you're able to explore, right? You could get into the theatrical space and get into a theater stage. Mm-hmm. You can then get into the commercial space or do corporate shows.
Right.
But it's very easy for you to hit the ceiling because what? How many festivals can you do? How many artists can you dance for?
How much dancing can you do?
How much dancing can you do? But also you age, you grow, your body responds differently. We have babies. It's not the same body.
Shout out Africa.
The best. Baby, I love you. So all of these things continue to happen. But I guess growing, I've decided or I've allowed myself to dream.
Yes.
To have a goal, reach it, and then aspire for new things and more.
Speaking of Africa, you have become a mother.
Yes.
How long has it been now? Is it almost 2 years?
4. My G.
Oh my goodness.
She'll be 5 in November.
Yo, who's my producer again? Where's my? All right, that's just me. Trying to blame it on someone. It's him.
4. She'll be 2019 is when I gave birth.
Jesus Christ, where does time go, man?
It's madness.
It just feels like it was yesterday when you and Pretty were on your YouTube channel introducing her to the world. Yeah. And she was like the tiniest little cutest thing. Now she's 4 years.
Yeah.
So my question was, being a mother, right? How has it changed your life, your schedules around the things that you're doing as a dancer, the things that you're doing as an actress, things that you're doing just as career and work? How is that? And how do you merge all of it and balance it all? Because it looks like you're balancing it.
Yeah, it's a balancing act that never ever ends. And every single day you're needing to find ways to make it work.
Right.
If I could split myself in 2 or 3, I would. If I could be there for my daughter 100% of the time, I would. If I could be a wife 100% of the time, I would. Staying at home, working.
Just a second. Wine.
Oh, top up. Yes.
I'm just messing. Do you see the?
I love it.
Why? April, please help. He can't move.
No, I can reach it, man.
Wiiingz was like, what the motherfucker is he talking about?
Okay. I don't know if the position of the mic was, of course.
Oh.
Me.
Guys, Bontle's going, come on.
Come on, John.
April, look at shame on you, April. Shame on you, April. The guest will pour us wine. No. Which one is this one? What? Just go. Let's just, because I drink fast, so that's good. That's good. And you will pour the wine the next time, right?
I don't even drink wine.
Guys, April is in the building. April blew up, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
On social media.
Oh, yeah.
With the dance they did at Ayoba. Shout out Ayoba.
That was fire.
That was perfect.
That one was 25 meter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's a 25 meter now?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, sorry for interrupting there. The balance between...
it's a constant balancing act. But, guys, having a supportive family that says, please offload. Or if you're able to, and to any mother or anyone who's about to be a mother, if you've got hands that are willing to help, please take the help. And I'll say that because in the beginning, when I gave birth, 4 weeks after I gave birth, separation anxiety kicked because I had to go back into work.
Right.
And I just felt like I wasn't a good mother because I wasn't breastfeeding and usually, you go on maternity leave for like 3-4 months. But I didn't do that. I went straight into work.
Right.
And it was difficult because, again, I felt like I wasn't a good mother. But it was necessary because, one, you understand who and what you're doing it for. It's not in vain. But also, like, you need the support. It is exhausting being a parent. To emotionally, spiritually, physically, mentally avail yourself. But also commit to raising a life outside of your own. It is no joke.
Crazy.
So you need the hands. You need the support. I fully understand what it means when it says it takes a community to raise a child.
Right.
So single mothers, single parents, listen, you need all the you need
all the support
all the
you
money,
can.
All the support, all the praise in the world, because it's such a difficult task doing it alone. And so to have an amazing husband as well.
Shout out.
Unreal. A present father who is there in real time, who understands what it means to be there for his child, but also for me to say, okay, look, you sleep. I'll wake up.
Yeah.
I'll feed her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stuff makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah, you know what? I was checking you guys out. I was like, yo, man, Pretty is just setting the standard so fucking high.
Yeah.
Some brothers are never gonna ever be able to just like, this brother right here. Yeah. We'll talk to him later on. But sheesh.
Crazy. And he's doing me no favors.
Yeah, of course.
It's really about like how he's decided to commit and the life that he's chosen. And showing up the best way possible for that.
Do you guys remember how you made the baby?
Yes.
What day was it? Hey, yo.
Let me tell you something. Yeah. So, the year was 2018.
The year was 2018.
Yeah. So, we were in 2019. We were in Durban. Balito.
Nice.
We were shooting for one of our songs.
Okay.
So, as a collective. As a musical collective. Him and I together are called Rick Jade.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had a song titled Something New. And so we went to Durban to go shoot it.
Right. Kanti, he was going to shoot some other things.
And we shot something else.
So
when he said we wanted something new, we never knew.
You never knew. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But who is the rapper in the... who is the rapper?
Watch your words. Watch it.
Watch it.
Yeah, so that's what happened. It was definitely Feb. It was Feb 2019. November, surprise.
Surprise, there she is. Yeah. How'd you find out? Also, no, before we get that to how you found out you're pregnant, what position was it?
Hey, wait, nah.
It's gotta be missionary though.
Oh.
Nah, it's gotta be missionary. That's how you make babies.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
Allah.
Yeah. Definitely.
You can never underestimate the power and the
people try to move away from me to let's do missionary.
No, everything else can be fancy. The cowboy, the reverse, the what? Missionary.
I don't know the other stuff you just talked about, but reverse what?
Reverse.
But how did you then find out that, hey man, we're about to be parents?
We found out at 11 weeks.
Okay.
And there's 2 layers to this answer. Okay, so for his birthday in April.
Yeah.
Ish.
Come on. This is the Juice 2.0, guys.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Okay, so it was for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
We went to. I said, okay, babe, let's have a different experience.
Yeah.
So we went to the strip club, Baba.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so it was fun, fun times. It was a good time. And then, we had an interesting engagement. And then a young lady made a statement. I won't say what the statement was, but it raised and it was like...
Question mark.
A question mark. And I was like, ain't no way. I can't be pregnant. No, that's not a...
Right.
Nah.
That's not how you roll.
Yeah.
Right.
But anyway, so then... after that experience,
right.
I wasn't feeling too great. Okay, now this is like, we go from the strip club to now my dad's tombstone unveiling. It's just
it's such a mess.
It's such a mess. Thing. But we had my dad's tombstone unveiling.
Yeah.
And I wasn't feeling great on that day. Like I really wasn't feeling too well. And I'll help her, OCD. Mm-hmm. She was like my second mom my whole life.
Right.
And she suspected that I couldn't off. Something was off with me. But I was like, nah, Kishap, we're just, it's nothing deep.
Right.
My sister also suspected Candace. Yeah, Dumela was also like...
yeah.
What?
Refile?
No, Refile, nah. She didn't suspect. She was just like, okay, maybe you ate something off, Later on, she was like, nah. Then Candace got me a pregnancy test. And she was like, ma'am, I need you to go check the situation out.
Right.
Checked, and it was negative, nah, babe? I think it was negative. Okay. And I was like, nah, there's no way.
Right.
But then we went to the hospital, and I was like, okay, let me go check. Went to go check, and we were 11 weeks in.
1, 2, 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. So, strip club, tombstone unveiling, the sister's pregnancy test, boom, there we go.
That's a whole story on its own.
The whole thing.
I wonder what was happening at the strip club. Jeez.
That's between me
and Pretty
and my man
and the third party.
And the fourth and the fifth
and the fifth. That's crazy, Bo. But the story of how Pretty, even up to now, sends flowers or puts flowers on your dad's grave. Yeah. Is that a real true story?
Absolutely. Yeah. Pretty will go.
You see what I told you about these standards that this brother is putting on all the brothers in Africa and the whole world?
Yeah.
Which one is that one?
Is it an intense standard? As a man, if you see a man...
Not really.
It's not unattainable, though.
No, it's not.
Right?
Not. Yeah, I'm just being too dramatic. But you would think, how they say common sense is not very common, right? Mm-hmm. You would think being there as a dad is supposed to be like a natural feeling.
Yeah.
Until you see the people that are doing it and the ones that are not. So
absolutely.
Tell me about that. How does that make you feel, like, about him and just that act of...
Come on.
Yeah.
You can't... It's a tear-jerking moment every single time.
For sure.
And it's nothing that, you don't ask for. It's like, I could say, no, buy me flowers. And for me, that could be like, ooh, the thing, right? Mm-hmm. Or get my mom flowers, which he does. And it's like, oh. And I was impressed when he got my mom flowers. Like, okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
And then when he went to the gravesite, to my dad's gravesite, one, him knowing where it was. 2, getting flowers. Going to go clean it up and check that everything was okay. And because you know how tombstones can get, there's some damage.
For sure,
and all of that stuff. And but he does that every now and again when he gets an urge, and we may not even have a conversation about it. I may not even know. Then thereafter it would be like, oh, he went, this is what he did.
That's wild.
It's
wild. Well, that's beautiful, man. I love it for him. I love it for you guys and your family.
Yeah.
Africa is growing up. She sees the entertainment industry that both parents are involved in, right? She grows up into a lady that comes to mom and dad and says, Mama, guess what? That sheesh that you guys used to do, the year is possibly 20, 40-something, 50-something.
Yeah.
I want to do it too. And I'm definitely going to do it better than y'all. Because she's probably going to be sassy about it and feisty about it. What's the first instinct, do you imagine is going to be when she comes to you and she wants to do the same exact thing that mom and dad used to do? Or could still be doing at that time?
I can imagine that it won't be a surprise.
Right.
Okay. we kind of already see it now.
Already?
Her interests, she loves to dance.
Yeah.
She loves to, we had to buy a mic for her.
There we go.
Okay, so she's got a mic. We've got a mic at home. She's got her little instruments. We give her various things to explore. She's got like her doctor's kit.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So there's different things that she's exploring, and we're giving her like all the freedom in the world.
Right.
To kind of find something that is more up her alley.
Yeah.
But she always, like, she falls into it very naturally, you know? So I don't think it'll be a shock or surprise if she says, I want to do this for life. I'm going to be better than you.
Oh, yeah.
And we would expect that, you know? So the same parents that we are now that really give her everything to lay her foundation in the best way possible.
Right.
I would have imagined that we would have done that over the years.
For sure.
To make sure that when she makes that decision, she's able to show up for it in ways that may even surprise her. Her dad calls her our billionaire.
Our billionaire.
Our billionaire baby.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, he says, no, Africa's a billionaire, you know. So Africa might get us our first Billy. You know, it's not like we don't have the faith in ourselves.
You see, one of the reasons I got to be friends with you guys forever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Tap into that billionaire type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's the kind of faith and confidence that we have in her.
Yeah.
Naturally, as parents, our nature is to be protective. So we want to make sure that she's making the right decisions for the right reasons, that she is doing it for herself.
Yeah.
And that she feels like there's something that she needs to respond to, a call or a purpose or a feeling or an itch she wants to scratch. Go for it.
Of course.
We just need to make sure that one, she has a support system that's there, and the right support system with the right intention.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, anything else thereafter, you know, obviously we'll need to give her the room to make mistakes.
Yes.
And to learn and to fall if she needs to, but she'll be able to get up.
Yeah. She's got some of the coolest parents in the world, so she'll be all right.
She'll be nice.
She'll be all right. She'll be nice, like super nice. You know what I mean?
She'll be the best doctor in the world. She'll be the best artist in the world. Whatever it is that she does, we have so much faith and love in her. Like, man.
Yeah, she'll be good. So then you and Preeti record this music video that just was freaking amazing. To the song I Do, La Sauce. What?
I do. California, I do. Darling, I love you. It's crazy. People thought that was our real wedding.
Hey, right here. Right
Really?
here.
Oh,
I was like, oh my God, who is this couple? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was so clean. It was amazing. It was the most... It's a whole thing out of a movie, man.
Yeah.
So what happened there and who reached out to who and just, you know, briefly.
Rowan.
Oh.
Okay, so backstory, very quickly. I didn't want to do it. I'll be very honest with you. But anyway.
You don't say.
No. So Preeti had just signed to Ambitious Entertainment.
Yes.
So obviously, if you know anything about Preeti, you know he's a team player. Like he shows up for things and people the best way he can.
For sure.
And label CEO was like, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. This is for the song, one of your label mates. This is how I think you can feature in this whole thing. I want you to be the lead in it, to perform in it.
Right.
And let it just be about your love story, you know? So fine. I mean, when you hear the sentiments of it, it's just like, oh, it's a beautiful song. Oh, it's about love. Oh, Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Then the rollout was like, it meant taking images, dropping them so it looks like a real engagement, but it's not actually.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then thereafter we dropped wedding pictures, and then thereafter, like 2 weeks later. So it really was like about a month-long rollout.
Yeah.
Where people thought we were engaged, which we were, but like not
in that context.
In that way.
Right.
And so the images went out, and it's, you know, it was as if we got married. The heat after that.
Oh, sheesh.
Come on, dog. It was like, yeah, but I didn't want to do it because I just felt like I was jinxing what I really wanted.
I feel you.
For real.
I feel you, yeah.
And I just felt like I was put in a very uncomfortable or difficult situation.
You've been the authentic person that you are, right?
Yeah. And it was like, if I didn't make that decision to show up for him in that way, then I wouldn't have gone with the other option. And I won't say what the other option was, but I was put in a little bit of a compromising position.
Right.
Nonetheless, though, we did the video and it was great.
That's why you had the reaction that you had when I brought up the topic.
Yeah.
It makes sense now.
Yeah.
But because I expected like a
no
gleeful type of okay.
No, I really didn't want to do it.
Right.
Nonetheless, though, it was great because, I was with him and, we did our thing.
You looked beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people that got married simply because of that. The influence in that video, sheesh, I want to get married because of that. At least one of the reasons.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Which was the upside of that.
Baby!
Hey, baby! That was the upside of that, and that was beautiful.
Right.
And ultimately, you want to inspire and aspire love and others, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So then how do you deal with the many crushes that the many damsels in this whole world have on your men? How do you deal with that? Hell, my woman is one of them.
I'm so sorry, my brother. I'm so sorry.
This pretty ugly guy. This pretty ugly guy.
Have you seen him though?
I just met him now.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. What hard to hateration? What? Please park that hateration. Hey,
I'm like, you're not going with me to the podcast. It's not happening.
No,
but how do you deal with it?
Man.
How do you deal with it? I mean, you know it. You notice it, right?
Of course. Of course I do.
Yeah.
But it's not like I can catch smoke with the ladies. We won't even have smoke with the ladies. Over the years, parts of me have just been like, Miss Ma'am, I see you.
Stay the...
So of course I've had those
You don't want to do it, girl.
Yeah, you don't try me. I'm nice, but I ain't nice.
All my life I had
some fight. But if anything, he would catch the heat if he did something about those interests.
Of course.
That's it. Yeah. And it's the same thing with me. I would catch the heat.
Yeah.
That's it. So it's not necessary. It's a trust exercise between him and I, and not necessarily people's interests.
You were in the United States for NBA All-Star Weekend. Yeah. Right before that, I suppose you were there for the Roc Nation Brunch.
Yeah.
Let's start with the brunch.
Listen.
You were breathing the same air as Jay-Z.
You understand what I'm saying?
Breathing the same air as who else?
You understand what I'm saying? A$AP Rocky, Babyface.
Babyface.
Yo, listen.
You met Funny Marco?
Yeah.
I'm so fucking jealous about that. That's my dude.
He's such good people.
Funny
so
Marco,
much better
man.
in person.
But tell me about the brunch. First of all, how did it happen?
Yeah.
And your experience at the brunch.
Shoo. So I was in LA for about
girls. I was in LA
for about 2 weeks now. Okay. But myself and my management team, so they're Staying Entertainment, and they've got a like a talent management agency called Staylo.
Okay.
But the opportunity came because Dale, who basically heads it, has great relations with them, with the Carters and with the Rollins. And he was like, look, I think this is a great opportunity. Let's see what's possible.
Right.
Let's head out there.
Right.
So we were in LA for 2 weeks, but we just wanted to explore what the possibilities were in and around the space. It's Grammy week, or at least it's leading up to Grammy week. We wanted to, I'd been to Millennium Complex, and if you know, Millennium Dance Complex is one of the best studios in the world. So I got out there and I got to experience it. So it's really like taking notes and just exploring different spaces. We're going to different events and all of that stuff. We're engaging different people. It was such an incredible networking opportunity. And then 2 days, was it 2 days? Like a day before the brunch, the email landed.
Ooh.
You are invited.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Excuse me, what?
Jehovah Jesus.
Oh, my God. Got the invite. And it was like, okay. We need to figure something out. Something must happen.
Right.
Got the look together, went out there, had such a beautiful time. It was
like
surreal. I can tell you. I can't even, if I could take that moment, put it in a bottle and just give it to everybody.
You could sell it for a whole lot of millions, actually. A lot of M's. A lot of M's.
I would have made so much money if I managed to bottle that experience.
Who are you starstruck by the most? Do you remember?
I remember the first person I saw. Look, bro, like you gotta understand, man. Okay, let me just paint the picture for you. So you go as the guests.
Yes.
Okay. There's a certain area that you go to where you need to park your cars or you take an Uber to that place. And then a luxury bus.
Hey,
okay.
yo.
Blacked out party bus. It was hectic. Picks you up from that location and then you go to the secret location. So they don't announce where you're going. You don't know where you're going. Okay. But before you get to that venue, they need to vet your look.
What?
Yeah. You must qualify to be there.
Yo, can we do this like the Juice 2.0 exclusive? Thank you for that idea, by the way.
Right?
We'll commission it, yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
But they need to vet your look like, okay. So you're actually not, as a gent, you're not allowed to pull up like in sneakers.
Word.
No. You can't. Like it's an issue. You can't pull up in sneakers. Like being a tux or a suit with sneakers, nah. Like they'll bounce you. Nonetheless, you get onto this bus, you get to the secret location. There's a path that you walk on, and along this path are like violinists and hymn, gig orchestra as you're walking. And now there's this beautiful display of the past brunches that they've had. So, so you're seeing people who were there and just what the vibe was. And as you approach it, here's this, which was in ballet. So it's a mountainous green, the greenery, the air, it was gorgeous. And as you get into the space, the first person I was greeted by was Kelly.
Roland? Can you just for a second? Oh my God.
Outstanding woman.
Kelly Rowland can get it.
Fully, every day.
Oh my God.
Every day and twice on a Wednesday. Okay.
How do you do it, Kelly?
Kelly is breathtaking. From the time she was in my dance studio.
Yeah. She also said a lot of great things about giving you credit to your dance. Your dance.
So we had a whole thing. It was so beautiful for us to connect and engage. And so being there at the brunch, cheeks.
Cheeks.
Air kisses.
Boring.
Even if anything else happens,
it's Kelly, right?
I doubt I would tell you because the NDA says
it's too much. You know what it is?
But I was greeted by her. She looked absolutely outstanding, so beautiful. And then just walked the room, and it was mind blowing. Like I said, a baby face. I almost said two-face. Baby face. Matthew McConaughey. No,
McConaughey. Yeah.
Was it? No, Mark Wahlberg. Sorry. Mark Wahlberg.
Shout out, Mark.
Coco Jones, Lil Uzi Vert, Offset.
Dang.
Miguel, who knew who I was.
Oh yeah, that's better. What am I singing?
It was mind-blowing. Like, it was the craziest thing. The craziest encounter. The craziest.
It looked great, and then you also broke into dance. Well, the whole time. The videos that I saw, it's you get into the bar. Mm-hmm. They get you a drink. Mm-hmm. It has some crazy looking things in there. A drink I haven't seen in my life.
Yes.
You had it right after that.
I won't say it in honor of.
Oh yeah, we're sponsoring.
We're sponsoring, so I won't disrespect the sponsor of the show.
Yeah, but that drink was crazy.
Yeah.
And then, in true Bontle style, standing on brand, you broke into dance.
Yes.
You couldn't care, like were just.
No, but is that not the point though? Like to be yourself wherever you are.
You're such an inspiration to a lot of people that wish to do that, but they can't. I wish they see you, look at your videos. Because to me, that actually looked like it is what it is. Like this person just doesn't give a flip about nothing else but herself and the time she wants to have. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
But also like you're in a certain space, right?
Right.
I can't assume that everyone knows who I am. Okay.
Right.
So if that's a moment of an introduction to say, hey, this is me.
My name
is. This is what I'm about. My name is.
Yeah.
If all I have is 10 seconds to make an impact on you.
Let's do it.
I'm going to do it and I'm going to take it. So that's what that is.
Right.
It's not about the judgment thereafter or...
Of course.
And really like the moment allowed for it. Music is playing, the vibes are going, and I'm the only girl in the room who
wearing purple and looking nice.
Who does what she does.
Right.
How could I not do it? I think that would have been the question, like, how I think that would have been the greater disappointment to not
a lot
do
of people
it.
would have been disappointed.
Yeah.
You got to stand on brand.
Yeah.
Then the other thing that you were in the United States for was the NBA All-Star Weekend in the company of my big brother, Robert Boy, Kamompela, and the other ladies. Forgive me, I don't know who they are.
No worries.
But yeah, how was that? It looked like a vibe, but describe it for me.
Always. So it was my second time. So my first NBA All-Star experience was last year. That was in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Right.
Very cold space. Like literally cold.
Right.
But as you land, like it's a postcard moment. Like aesthetically, you're just seeing this beautiful mountainous area.
Amazing.
So it looks incredible.
Right.
But that was beautiful. Like it was, oh man, it was fun. Madness. It was such a good time. So my first experience, I was there alongside Casper. It was Toby, Ladipo from so Ladipo and Toby Bakre were the representatives from Nigeria, and then myself, Casper Nyovest, and Karabo Poppy were the representatives. Batung April,
what's going on?
So,
also, remember to cap me up. Yeah, guys.
This is why they say switch off your
this
phone.
this episode is not ordinary.
Put on your phone on flight mode.
You must be joking. You must be joking.
Jesus, it's my phone.
It's your phone.
The spirit of what? I'm so sorry about that. Okay. So, but the experience was myself, Casper Nyovest, Karabo Poppy from South Africa. So it really is about taking reps from Nigeria and South Africa, but literally to engage the African audience in what the NBA experience is like.
Right.
So really take them there as if they're there and they experience it through your eyes. Like, okay, what's going on? Who are you seeing? What are the vibes? How are you dressed?
Yeah.
You know, so there's so many things that happen in the build-up and even like going there. So there's various experiences. So this time around, this year, I got to go with Robot Boy, Kamompela, which was so fantastic.
I had a chance to speak with Robot Boy the other time. Oh my goodness, man. So in my mind, right, I'm going to ask this guy about his favorite sex position. I'm going to ask him his body count. Can't he had Jesus in his heart?
No, he had Jesus fully.
I'm like, I must be swayed. He swayed me the whole way. I was like, you know what, it's all good, man. I surrender to you. No Didi, but you know what, do your thing. You know, no Didi, just do your thing.
And he's like that.
And I had one of the, you would attest, one of the flyest conversations I've ever had on the Gist 2.0 was with Robert.
I'm so glad.
It was beautiful.
Like that. He's like that in real time. He's such a good-hearted person.
Yeah.
But also he's so deeply rooted within his purpose.
Oh, yeah.
And he knows who his God is and who he serves. And he's going to show up for God in any way, shape, or form. So I think that for me also like sparked or inspired even that for myself in my own life, you know. And so, he doesn't play around with that.
Love it. So I'm going to ask you a few questions about some of the people that you're hanging out with in the industry, South Africa, and possibly even the whole world. But for now, I will be remiss if I do not ask these Instagram questions.
Sure. Phone it.
No, it's embarrassing.
Okay.
I don't know how to get there. On my phone Shut up. You.
We are not judging.
Imagine.
We are not judging.
All right. So anytime now. There we go. This is it. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So I asked people on my Instagram that follow me to ask Bontle a question. I also asked them to ask Pretty, and that's coming up. So the first question was, I can't see who it is anymore. But this person wanted to know, how does she keep her stuff together? Because I have never seen her trending for negativity. Yeah, and that's me too. I've never seen you on Twitter blew up over something. Obviously, people assume things, and sometimes it's not even the real thing that's happening.
Yeah.
But sometimes with the smoke, there might be some fire. But how come this person wants to know?
Man, I keep
How'd you hold it down, B?
I keep it clean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No. But just generally, I'm not a messy person. I'm not I choose peace all the time in my life.
Are you intentional about your space?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely, yeah. I think growing up, I didn't understand it.
Right.
I think life has kind of also othered me
Yeah.
In the sense that I've never had big friendship groups and all of that. I've always been quite isolated into myself and very reserved.
Right.
And so because that is within my nature, I developed and I grew into that space in that same way. So I think generally I'm just not I choose peace, like I said all the time. And
Right.
Goes
a long
and
way,
I'm
right?
smart and so no, I don't think it's not an effort. It's just how I am. So
Cool. All right. Let's find out what this person here says. Hey, yo. I heard her and Pretty Ugly have an open relationship. Do I stand a chance with Pretty?
Why not me? Ew.
I know, right?
Next question.
But the first part of that, is that even true? You guys not...
No. Mac G said it on his podcast, which is not true.
Oh, yeah.
So he kind of set that tone, but it's not a real thing.
That's where it's coming from.
It's not a real thing.
Does she come from an entertainment background because her and her sisters are successful?
Yeah.
Is this Candace?
Yeah, so, and my older sister, Rafile. So my older sister, Rafile, started off in the entertainment industry, obviously her being the oldest one.
Right.
But she started off when she was 13 years old as the first girl with albinism to be a model to feature in a magazine. So just her even on the African continent.
Right.
So I think that was come on, I think that was her first taste of what it is to do something within entertainment space. Then became a television presenter, is now an actress. So we've all, explored the entertainment spectrum. Candace, actress. Now she prefers to go as Dumelo. So
how old is Candace?
We have a 4-year gap between us. She is, by the time this airs, she'll be 30.
30?
Yeah.
All right, Candace.
She'll be
Let
30.
me hit you up, Candace.
You know
She's single?
You are not.
Hey, I'm an African man. Polygamy.
You are not.
Shut up, Jesus. Shooting my shot here, all right? So why did she cut the dreads? Why did you cut the dreads?
I cut my locks last year.
Mm-hmm.
June, July.
Okay.
And I always thought it was going to be there was going to be a long, lengthy spiritual reason for... No.
Oh, no.
No.
Nothing.
I think it can be motivated by that. But I guess it was just another moment of evolution. And I didn't leave the house with the intention of cutting my hair. I wanted something different for sure.
It always happens like that, yeah.
Yeah, but I sat in the chair, got to the salon, got to the chair, and it was I think it's time. So it was quite spontaneous.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I've done in my life are spontaneous. This piercing was spontaneous.
Okay.
Tattoos, it can be very
strip clubs.
You know what I'm saying? You get it?
Hey.
You get it?
Hey.
You get it? Life's supposed to be colorful, isn't it?
It's supposed to be painted.
It's supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just felt like I was prompted in that moment to just cut my hair. And I've loved the decision since.
I feel you. How does it feel being the best dancer in Africa? Do you know that you're the best dancer in Africa?
I've never claimed that title.
Yeah?
No.
Well, but if they give it to you, sometimes...
I will wear the crown.
Of course.
But...
Sheesh, best dancer, yeah? Sheesh, Africa?
I mean,
Dog.
I mean, maybe Happy or whatever will fight me and say, no, but you must say it and you must claim it. I don't know, man.
I dare you to say it right now on the Juice 2.0 that you are the best dancer in Africa. I want to see the smoke, just for the smoke. I'm pretty sure nobody's going to come up anyway.
I'm the best one. Say
it.
No,
say it.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I think, am I one of the best? Yes.
One of the best. Okay.
Am I an opinion and thought leader within my space? Yes.
That you are.
Yeah. Am I a leading voice
in your
in the space? Absolutely.
Totally.
Am I in real time making a change and an impact outside of myself? Absolutely. Am I ushering in for the next generation? Totally. So am I versatile? completely. Am I ever adapting and ever evolving? Absolutely. Am I staying on top of my game? For sure. So, but I wouldn't say, look, being the best dancer has not been a goal for me. That was not the goal.
Right.
And I just see too many kids who I feel like can outdance me any day, maybe like on a technical level and whatever else.
Right.
I don't know what encompasses for other people what the definition of a best dancer
is. Yeah, it might be a lot of things to be considered, right?
It's many things to be considered. Yeah. But am I one of the best or am I the best in what I do? Absolutely.
I love that answer, by the way. Whoever is doing your PR is doing a great job.
Thank you.
great job. How long have you been in the industry? All right, we're just gonna need one answer there, one word answer. How long have you been in the industry?
18 years.
18 years?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a minute.
Yeah, it's a while.
That's a minute. If you'd ever quit dancing, what would you quit it for? I don't think this is gonna work.
I'm dying. Then I'm dead. What are we saying?
That's it?
Like, what are we saying? No.
But I want to talk about, thank you very much, guys. Instagram people, you are not so juicy today. I hate you so much. They needed to be juicy. These were,
You are the juice.
I'm the juice, right?
You the juice.
But let's talk about fame. We're about to wrap up, sadly. Can you imagine? But let's talk about fame and being popular. How do you handle that? Are people stopping you on the streets, trying to take pictures? Has that sunk in? Is it something that you're still struggling with? Just describe that for me, if you will.
It's various things. I welcome it.
Right.
I know people who have been around me, whether it's been people who are like a support at that time or management or a friend or my executive assistant who are just like, you're just far too accommodating.
Right.
But the thing is, I've never chased fame or popularity. It's just a byproduct of what I do. So the fact that you know me is it just so happens to be the nature of what I do. But I just work. That's all I do. But it's difficult to manage in situations where I just feel like it's inappropriate. And for me, it just becomes difficult when people are not able to read the room and are not able to respect or honor certain engagements. So we had this literally 2 days ago between hubby and I.
Right.
Unfortunately, had a passing in our family.
Okay. Sorry about that.
But going to the house to go honor and to show face and then to have family or these family members that you haven't seen in years ask for pictures in that kind of space and that kind of timing is off.
It's like you don't really care about,
No. So literally between Pretty and I, we were saying as we were driving home, it has never been more relatable to us when Kanye West was like, next time I'm in church, please no photos. It's a real thing. Because like we're at church. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a funeral. Or just read the room. We're not opposed to it. But you've got to know where we are. Or even a wedding. We've been to a wedding where we took attention away from the bride and the groom.
Whoa.
Not our intention. But it's not fair. You know what I'm saying?
I'd hate you guys for that.
It was
not because it's your fault. Not because it's your fault. It's like, why did I even come here? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I've got time. Like, we got time for people. We'll give people time.
Straight up.
You know?
Y'all seem like a good bunch, man. Y'all really seem like a good bunch. And I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed, man, on the real.
You know? So in many ways, like, we manage what that level of accessibility is because we think there's a thing. We understand the nature of exclusivity as well.
Right.
But exclusivity to us does not look like, ew, don't touch me or don't talk to me.
Yeah.
It's, we're just selective about where we are and who we engage with. But, you know, access us, like, be able to have a conversation. Let's take that picture. Because this person also, when will they see you again? That level of excitement. And to kill it by saying, oh, Akbar, it's just, I'm not about that.
Is there a misconception about Bontle Modiselle right now, currently?
Not that I know of. Hey?
Right?
Not that I know of. If anything, it would have been like me and Pretty in an open
relationship. Right.
But beyond that, though, I don't think there's any kind of misconception, or at least one I'm not privy to.
Right.
Or anything I've given attention to now. I don't think so.
So what's the situation now, 2024? This is May. Y'all trying to vote and stuff. Is this something that ever crosses your mind?
Absolutely.
Are you going to vote? Oh, shut up.
No. I don't play about that.
Oh, there we go.
No. I vote. We don't play about that. And I can understand but I don't support the nature of not voting because you don't know who to vote for, or you're just like, there's no options, or my vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
It does. Because if there are 5 million of you that feel like your vote doesn't count, those are 5 million votes lost.
Sheesh.
And 5 million votes that really could have changed the trajectory and the nature and the state of the country and where we're at.
Right.
So I don't take it for granted. And I would encourage anyone to, look, I don't think it's about finding the perfect political party.
No.
Because none of them qualify for that in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But I think it's about choosing the option where you feel like you're able to express your views and you'll be seen and heard, and possibly they will amend and adjust according to what your wishes are as a country and are able to show up in that way. But like, it's not about finding the perfect political party. I do believe that a change is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who I'm voting for, but I know who I'm not voting for.
I was about to ask you.
I know who I'm not voting for.
You know who you're not voting for?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I can't believe time is running out, man. I hate this. I hate this part. You know what I mean? But we're gonna move on to, other, equally important people.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
And talk to, the men of the house,
Yeah.
Is he a man of the house? The man of the house?
Of course he is. Of course.
There we go. You know why I asked that question? Because
Why?
you've been married and you're young, and there's a lot of narratives about, loosely speaking, right? Don't count for me. Feminism. Right? I think,
Okay, if you're going to talk about misconception, maybe it
could
in
be
and
that.
around that.
Right.
Yeah.
So the narrative that no, is that you remember the start of your relationship was that you hit up Pretty.
Yeah.
Right? You're like, boy,
Come here.
boy, I want you.
You take my fancy. Let's
And
go.
I mean, you're a good looking woman. I can imagine him being stepped up by a woman who wants him. Hey, if I was him, I'd be like, yeah. let's do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the rest is a whole family. It's a baby. It's Africa.
Yeah.
But the narrative that people kind of feel might have a few misconceptions is that you're leading the whole thing. What do you have to say to that? You've heard this before.
I have.
Right.
Yeah, we have.
Right.
We have. I think the nature of what people assume a nuclear family looks like, or what a healthy relationship looks like. I think maybe people have felt it needs to look and be a certain type of way. Mind you, these are people who are making decisions based off of limited information.
Right.
They're not privy to a lot. And we are very selective in what we share and how it is that we navigate and move. So I can understand that they're making a very confident, misinformed statement in and around who is leading the home.
Right.
There's no question about that.
Papa Malloy.
That's it. Bite Africa, that's it. Like he's the man of the house.
Right. Also,
As
are
to-
you okay, no, you
And
continue.
I think people are marrying that question of leadership around money. And
I think that's what it is.
if it's about money, if your leadership as a man is rooted in money, that is
It's
questionable.
a flawed leadership, in my
That is
opinion.
a flawed leadership.
Yeah.
Because you could lose that. So does that make you less of a man because you have less money?
Yeah.
And it's not to talk about like his state of finances. No, it's just to say the definition of a
conception,
man cannot be rooted in how much money you have.
Right.
So we have a seed together. We have a child together. So she is she is 100% of him, 100% of me,
Right.
but also 100% of her own being.
Right.
That means that she is a combination of his morals, his ethics, his school of thought,
Intellect, giftings and all of
Do
that.
you understand?
Yeah.
And these are the qualities that make a man lead that I can trust with absolute confidence. So when I said I do because I trust him as a man to lead us and my family in the right direction, not because of money. So please, can you just...
Man, I know why. Now I know why. I mean, I've been know why they called you to Forbes, but now I know.
You get it?
God dang it.
You get it?
God dang it. You speak so well, so fluent, like Jesus. Damn.
you.
So last few questions. Gosh, I wish we had 2 hours.
Yeah, of course.
But when was it until you knew that you wanted to marry him before he asked the question?
Oh, man.
Was there a point that you knew, like, shit, oh, he probably did something, you're like, yeah, shit, it's over. Nah, you know what? I'm getting married to this mother flipper.
You know what's crazy? When we started dating,
Yeah.
I felt like he was completely out of my league.
Okay. You did say.
Yeah.
I heard those stories, yeah.
I felt like, this
Shout
man,
out Pretty.
I don't even know. Like,
That nigga's still out of your league, though.
Type.
That nigga's still out of your league, though.
Ew. Podcast is over. Thank you so much for watching. So,
I'm just messing up. Right.
But I genuinely felt like he was out of my league. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I just felt like I wasn't pretty enough. I felt like the standard and the type of girl he should be into was like super pretty, maybe like an exotic looking girl. And I felt mad basic. I had short, you know when dreadlocks are in that awkward phase of growing? Yeah, so I was in that phase. I was a tomboy. I was not in my femininity in any way, shape, or form. I had points to prove because I was just like, yeah, I'm going to crop my way through this. And, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I didn't feel like I was the type of girl he would be into.
Right.
But anyway, the first time I wore a dress out was because he had made a statement and he said, I've never seen your legs. So I was like the type of girl who just wouldn't wear shorts.
Shout out Pretty.
You know,
that's
but he's
something
like,
he would say.
I ain't seen your legs though. And I was like,
let me see them legs though. You know?
Oh, I'm going to pull them out.
You know, I'm going to see them legs.
Watch out.
Watch out. You're not ready. Be careful what you ask for.
Be careful what you wish for. You're going to marry me today.
You gonna marry me today.
You know what I'm saying?
God
and I trapped him. I trapped him with the legs.
That was it.
You know what I'm saying? I showed him the leg and I said, you mine now.
He was probably ready. He just needed a confirmation with the legs.
It just,
you know what I mean? It's like, all right, 90% we're good, but I ain't seen the legs though.
He ain't seen the legs though. But I think the little girl in me I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm super cheesy.
No, that's dope.
So I'm a sentiments type of girl.
Oh, yeah.
I'm the one who, for my birthday, please write me a letter. Or please,
pretty.
like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm so super, I like the stuff where it shows effort.
Right.
Sure, like you could give me money, that's cool, thanks, love it. But like,
the other
where was
stuff
the thought?
matters
Where
more.
was the intention? Where's your heart in this whole thing? And so, you know, he's always been that type of person. So to even see him and to have learned about him and the type of character and person he is, I was just like,
this is it.
Yeah, but you know, I played my cards like close to my chest, and I didn't want to reveal everything. But I think he knew.
He knew.
I think he knew from like the first kiss, or you know, I think he knew. She
apparently a man knows. Like
I think he knew.
Yeah, quickly.
He knew. He definitely knew.
Anyway, Drake, Kendrick, what are we doing?
Oh,
what are we doing?
God. Let me tell you something.
What are we doing? Also, this should be the first question of Preeti when it comes on. But yeah,
start with this.
Yeah, of course. Okay. But let me hear your opinion.
Both incredible.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely incredible.
Right.
I love Drake's, like he makes incredible music. So we're not even going to question that.
For sure.
So his ability to make beautiful music is like, you know.
Hands down.
Hands down. K-Dot for me has always been like top two, not two, always.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the beginning I was worried because I was like, Kendrick, please, I need you to do something.
Please.
I need you to do something.
21, can you do something for us?
Can you do something for me? I was stressed. And then Euphoria. Sharp.
Right.
60 Steed, Sharp.
Yep.
Meet the Grahams, Sharp.
Yep.
Yo, Meet the Grahams rocked me.
Yo. I was like,
I said,
are you telling us the truth?
Are you saying what you're saying? Sure. Afterwards, it was like, okay, fine. The 11-year-old daughter was bait. Right. Whether that was bait or not, for me, it's neither here nor there.
For sure.
Because the entire song is not about just her.
Right.
There's so many other things.
I like that angle, actually.
No, it just was. So for me, it was like, okay, fine. He took the bait. Yeah, nonetheless, it was a good story, though.
Good story, though.
And then, what was after Meet the Grahams?
The one that just...
Yeah. Anyway,
shucks.
Sharp.
Yeah.
Not like us. Not
like
like
us.
us. The cheekiest. Oh
Woo!
my God.
It has a bounce to it, though.
West Coast. Come on.
It's that,
So, to sum up my story,
Yeah.
love Drake. He came in with the jiggy vibes. I mean, with the danceable.
Right.
And I know Matt is side-eyeing me like I need to say the right things. And his judgment, I can just feel it.
Like, yo, be careful.
Coming to
Be careful. Yeah.
But for me,
Yeah.
I've heard maybe song Heart. What? Heart?
That one.
Yeah, that hot one.
Yeah.
Sure. Heard it. And for me, it just felt like a defense. Like he was just trying to defend rather than a diss to Drake.
Right.
And I also didn't like the rebuttal of him using Kendrick being molested or anything like that.
Yeah,
Like, for me, that was like so distasteful. Low blow. I think he also lost me at the slaves line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was
Where
like,
it's
what are we doing here?
my dog,
What are we doing here,
my
bro?
dog, like, what are we doing? To sum up my story,
Yeah.
K. Dot forever.
K. Dot. I think you and I same crew.
Yeah.
We hope Pretty is on the same crew too, because then this could be an open relationship after all.
It's grounds for
No,
a...
it's grounds for. If he goes the other way,
We are
it's
going
ground
budget.
irretrievable. Look, I always ask these questions. Not always.
Yeah.
I forget sometimes to ask my guests this question because I get too excited sometimes. The vibe is the vibe. And then at the end of the whole thing, it's like, guys, it's been real.
Yeah.
Shout out. Next episode is coming through.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that I'm remembering now to ask this guest right here what you want out of life. So many things you get up to. You're a mother, you're a wife, dancer, singer, choreographer, model, evolving entrepreneur, evolving dance entrepreneur, artist. It's a lot of things that you're getting up to.
Yeah.
But what do you want out of life?
Man.
I know, right?
That's difficult, man.
I've been saying, like, God gave me this question.
That's very difficult. When I look at, and I've said this before,
Right.
when I look at a gravesite or graveyard, it looks like a lot of unfinished business. So when I get to my resting place, I want to say I finished my business. In every way, shape, and form. I lived it. I loved it. I lived it and I loved it. The ebbs and flows.
Yep. Turns and bends.
Absolutely. But also that I aligned with how God sees me.
Oof. See that right there?
You know what I'm saying?
That
like
alignment.
I aligned with
that
it.
alignment.
I found it. And to align with how God sees me is to say, okay, I see how you see me. So I'm gonna move in that way.
I feel a few tongues coming up. I feel a few tongues.
But yeah, that's what it is. I wanna say that I finished my business in the ways that pleased God.
I love that.
Yeah.
Message to Africa?
My baby, or to Africa, the continent?
Africa, your baby. Yeah. But it's an oxymoron though, but yeah.
You're gonna get me mad emotional.
Yeah.
Because when I think of you, my baby.
Are you able to get your shades off for this one?
Wait,
just for a few seconds.
My makeup, it's my shit.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Just for Africa and obviously, the next person.
I'm not gonna cry.
So you're a crier, aren't you?
I'm such a crier.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna cry. Because she'll probably say, Mommy, why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
Why are you crying?
Yeah.
My baby, you know that TikTok sound? Because my baby is TikTok obsessed. So that sound, me obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I love you. I'm proud of you. I love how beautiful you are. I love how kind you are. I love how sassy you are. I love how brave you are. I love how curious you are about knowing who God is and who Jesus is. I love how you pray. I love how you dance. Remain as kind and as beautiful as you are. You make mommy so happy. You make daddy so happy. And you are the best thing to have ever happened to me.
That's dope. That's dope.
Okay.
And now a message to the people that love you so much in the beautiful land of Botswana. You've met some of them, still gonna meet a few more of them. What you gotta say to these amazing, beautiful hearts?
Boss, man, you guys have been, excuse me, your embrace is true to, I guess, who you are. And so please remain a people who are like that. No matter what adversities you go through, no matter what life does to you, please just choose to be better than. Please aspire for more. Please intentionally live a life that is good and truthful. And we'll continue to like link up and meet.
For sure. Extension 12.
You know, Extension 12.
Province. And
Yeah, but I love you guys. Thank you so much. Like I genuinely love you. So thank you for loving me. And I hope that we can grow our relationship for many more years to come and do the most unbelievable things together. April Gates, I love you. Shop.
Hey. Thank you so much. Thank you for responding to my message. Thank you so much for even coming to the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to respond and then you could decide to just, be too busy for it.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you can't come up anymore. So thank you so much for just being as authentic as you are. Thank you for having some of the finest conversations I've ever had on the podcast. It's only a few. And thank you for being just who you are. God bless your talent.
Thank you.
God bless your giftings. God bless whatever is going to happen, your family, your marriage.
Thank you.
God bless everything. Until the next time, we got to catch up again.
No, we need to. Do people give you flowers? My boy, you're so good.
Thank you so much.
You're so good at what you do. So thank you. Like conversations like this can only happen because one, you're like innately skilled and talented at being able to, like you do your research. So number one, we know you do your research.
Right.
Two, you're such a great conversationalist. Like you know how to carry and have a conversation. You know how to gauge your guest.
Right.
And you manage energy so beautifully. So
thank you so much.
Man,
I appreciate
you fire,
it. Baby, you hear that?
You fire.
Thank you so much. Until next time, I hope you travel safe back home. All right. And then we'll keep in touch.
We will, for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sensational Forbes Under 30 Summit speaker and a lot of other things. Bontle Modiselle. Yo. Cheers. What's going on, YouTube? My name is Tkay of the Juice 2.0. I'm just here to say thank you very much for checking our video and click subscribe, like, and the notification button for more content just like that.